Michael has succeeded in reuniting his family at Chelworth, but already the restoration of the house is making severe demands on his financial resources. However, the ambitions of his neighbour, Ewan Chivers, seems likely to cause Michael his biggest headache. Ambitions not unconnected with the mysterious disappearance of his late brother's estate manager, Commander Furbank.
And the I will come alone, and I walk home alone. But my faith in love is still too foul.
Oh, everything's sopping wet. How high up in this dump do I have to sleep to avoid rising damp?
Good morning, madam.
I think I know what you're going to say, milady.
I'm going where the sane live.
Where?
Barbara Chivers. Swimming.
Very chic.
Oh, hello.
Don't stop.
Your wife said it would be all
Yeah,
right.
Barbara said you might call over. It was a nice surprise. Can I help you out?
Oh, thank you.
There are robes and some towels in the little hut.
What luxury.
Hello. I'm terribly envious. I had no idea we had such grand neighbours.
Rubbish. A coffee by the pool?
Lovely.
How are things up at Chelworth?
It's a complete tip. I mean, an absolute and complete disaster. As a matter of fact, I hate old places.
Lord Wincham.
Morning. Your wife has offered me coffee. Hello, Tish.
Isn't the pool sweet?
Ellie.
Hasn't she got a gorgeous tan?
Would you like your coffee in the garden?
Oh, not business, Ewan.
Do we have any business?
It's very distracting up here.
Well, I'll send you some down. But it's very rude.
Barbara's favourite word. You read the local paper this morning?
You mean the stuff about Furbank? No, not yet. I'm seeing the police later today.
The police?
Of course.
You'll be mad. Mad? Why? Because you're slumming?
That's not fair.
Do you know what your lot call me, Tish? The gentry. The hairdresser. It doesn't worry me. I love it. The last person they ask to dinner is you, and it is the first they ask for money. We're common as muck, darling.
It was a shock for you?
A shock?
Robert doing a bunk, a setback? You may know that I was trying to buy the place, with others.
Does Furbank come into this?
No, of course not.
I know you were anxious to have the estate, and I'm sorry to have disappointed you. But Chelworth stays as it is.
We're all delighted, of course.
I'm sure you are. You're also in the market for Minton's farm, however.
Possible.
And you know that I'm considering it.
Yes.
I shall fight you for Minton's place. That's really what you want to hear, isn't it?
Do we have to? Can't we coexist?
I think not.
Well, it's going to be an expensive business, preventing change.
Conserving things? I'm a conservationist.
Watch out!
Good man.
Am I coming to you?
That would be the idea.
I suppose you could always run adventure holidays. At least to the Marine Commandos.
You're wimping, Alan, not yomping.
What's next?
Stairs?
Oh, no.
Stone stairs. Going down. Mind your step.
No coffins filled with air.
These run right under the house.
What was here, originally?
Oh, stores.
Wine. Great dusty bins of the stuff.
Haven't found any.
I bought your local paper.
Burbank? What's it say?
Your agent absconds. They find his car abandoned on some lonely coast road.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, all right. A car park in Swanage, to be exact. But more to the point, with a boot full of what is probably your silver.
Oh.
A sideswipe at your brother, the late Earl, who never married, etc., etc.
Still no sign of Furbank. You don't think he's topped himself, do you?
Well, the general tone is what I think you'd call ribald. Ribald? Ribald. Your resolute no comment makes you seem about 105 years old. Page 3. There's a photograph of the house.
Oh, wonderful.
Your insurers are furious, of course. I'm meeting them tomorrow.
Do you think he's jumped off a cliff?
The police will be here shortly. Why don't we ask them?
Well, your agent, well, your brother's agent, I suppose we should say, had a declared income of only £16,800. And so far, we've turned over 3 other bank accounts with nearly 150 grand.
Does that prove anything?
Well, in ordinary circumstances, 150k is a lot of money.
Ordinary?
Yeah, we're at a business, say, or an administered fund. Have you any idea how this kind of money could have found its way to Commander Furbank?
Not at all. Have you? Thank you, Murdoch.
Mrs. Murdoch was wanting to know about lunch, my lord.
Williams?
Oh, no, thank you, sir. No, I must be getting back to Salisbury.
Then just the family and Mr. Rawtenstall. Thank you.
Very good, sir.
Your son, of course, has been very helpful, my lord.
I've asked my son to administer the fine arts side on a salaried basis, so we'll see. I mean, Furbank could have got that money from the sale of a single picture, and that's something we can check against the insurer's valuations and so on. Or he could have conspired with others over a period of time to defraud the estate in penny packets. I must say, I'd be a lot happier today if he hadn't bolted. And I dare say you would, too.
It's a bit like an Agatha Christie, in a way. It's my little joke, sir.
What does Sotheby say about this lot?
The books. They're mortified to see them in the condition they're in. So am I.
The train set?
Sergeant Williams says that all the locos were... Oh, I've forgotten the name, but scratch-built.
Williams? Doesn't look as though they had a single passion outside being a policeman.
Appearances are deceptive.
They are, aren't they?
I've been waiting for this.
Don't be a chump, Jamie. I want you to be happy, that's all. Is he nice?
A mother's first question, was he nice? Yes, he was very nice. Does...
No, Michael doesn't know. You'll tell him when you want to. You mustn't be afraid of him.
Afraid of him?
Come in.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I just hoping for another word with your son.
Oh, I'll leave you to it then.
You're making headway?
Yes. These are the valuations for insurance purposes. Sales. My uncle sold some paintings in 1979, very unwisely in my opinion. And loans, well, very extensive.
Your father tells me you've taken a salary to sort this lot out.
Yes.
And you'll liaise with us, of course.
Yes, of course.
You never met Commander Fairbank?
No, never.
Not even in New York in 1986? I'm afraid we found his diary.
We spoke on the telephone.
And the man called Dubelhofer? Answer the question.
He was a friend. The call was made to his apartment. You asked me if I ever met Fairbank, and I answered the question truthfully, no. We spoke for a few moments only on the telephone.
So you've no idea how he tracked you down?
I wasn't exactly in hiding.
Is Dubelhofer known to your father?
No. Though there's no reason why not.
So what did Fairbank want?
Money.
Money? You mean he was attempting to extort money?
As I expect you have already discovered, I was in no position to lend him any money. In fact...
Yes, I know. I know. You were a student? And Mr. Dubelhofer was, shall we say, your patron.
Dead end, then.
Well, I'm grateful to you, Lord Winterbourne. Take care of this old layout, because those locos are...
Yes, you said.
If Commander Fairbank was trying to blackmail you, your father ought to know the circumstances, don't you think?
Commander Fairbank is a better thief than he is blackmailer.
I wouldn't give you an argument there.
Look, Mummy, I'm not going to apologise about it.
Apologise about what? You're talking riddles, Tish.
The Chivers. You could see he was absolutely fuming.
Michael?
She's fun. She's dim, but she's friendly.
Equals fun.
Look. Jamie's got a job, right? Something he can actually do.
Would you like that?
Perhaps.
What's the matter, darling?
Nothing. Everything. Look. Supposing I said I couldn't take it here.
After such a little time, supposing I said you were a quitter. Jamie's got a job, yes. We would both like it very much if you found something to do.
Flower arranging?
Do you really want to leave?
Well, it's all a bit of a sham, isn't it?
Lunch is at 1. Find a different place.
So, this is going to be the nerve centre, is it?
This is where I can be alone with the dog. When I have a dog. Is there anything like strokes?
Left side down a fraction. That's it.
Alan, there's something about this Mr. Chivers that I don't like.
What do you mean, his business ambitions?
Well, he's teasing me with this Minton's farm business. If I buy, we're talking about, I don't know, £400,000.
Just to stymie him from buying.
I want you to find out more for me. Dig all the dirt on him we can. Get someone young and clever from the accountants onto it.
He doesn't seem to be boxing at your weight.
Maybe not, but he can afford 400,000. Now, enough of Mr. Chivers. Let's let you get back to London.
You know, it really is very beautiful.
It will be.
It is. I could live here quite happily.
You should see the roof. In socialist China, the workers take the lead. In rural England, the bastards take the lead, the downpipe, and the guttering. The chap who did the structural survey calculates that at least a ton and a half of lead has disappeared, just vanished. Look out for Chiver's place on the way back. You'll find you go right past it.
I will.
Drive carefully.
Aye.
Bloody peacocks. Incredibly vulgar, don't you think? I see you've come in costume.
As what?
As the eccentric Lord Hinsham. You know, that silly woman Cecily drives me mad.
Well, why do you come here?
Because she happens to be Olivia's dearest chum on earth. For the time being, anyway. Well, Michael, life in the country agreeing with you, is it?
Very well.
Bloody awful, I think. Dreadful people. There's no earthly chance of a drink here, you know.
Ronnie, this fellow Chivers.
Oh, gravel pits.
Do you know him?
Ollie does. I think they've met. Sounds a complete pill to me. Is he a neighbour of yours?
In a way.
Oh, that's my point, you see, Michael. That is precisely my point. Now, your nearest neighbour, if I had the description of it, would be old Duddy Walmsley at Trencham Place.
14 miles away.
He's the only neighbour I'd recognise around here. All this new money. What becomes of it? Just makes more money. Of course, you'd see the sense in all that, wouldn't you?
Ronnie!
Oh, Lord.
Come on!
Oh, tremendous to have these particular fireplaces. As I said to the man, we have the fireplaces to burn coal in, not to photograph. Oh, come in, Ronnie. Come in, Michael. You know my little house?
We came to dance here.
Oh, weren't they ridiculous, those dances? Of course, the ballroom's where I have my collection.
Yes. Tell me again?
Oh, you're quite awful. Barlow Court would be quite off the map without my dollies.
Dollies, of course.
Michael may have to do something along the same lines, I think. That's the point, surely.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He will. People poking round with this dreadful mania for taking photographs. I mean, I found this charming boy. Completely fairy, of course, but deeply learned. You met him, Ronnie?
Adrian.
Julian.
Oh, Julian, yeah.
Well, he wrote the whole collection up. Everything you might possibly want to know. And yet still people come up and ask, are the dolls anatomically correct?
And are they?
Evil old vicars drooling at the mouth and asking about underwear.
Goodness, how sad.
Oh, my God, I've embarrassed Ronnie. But it'll happen to you. You wait and see. Well, now, we go and see this house of yours?
I thought we were having tea here.
Oh, don't be so stuffy. Done very much, have you? Now then, there used to be some lovely wallpaper in here. Stolen or something. No, not stolen, filched.
We can go and look for them.
Livia, what was the story about the wallpaper? Of course, one can quite ruin houses like this with the wrong sort of taste. People do tend to throw money about and think it's style.
I was telling Michael...
Now, wait a minute. Ah, yes, I remember this very well.
I was telling Michael about Sherrington, but please don't listen to me if you're not interested.
She's quite balmy.
I'm sorry we missed seeing her dollies.
This boy she's been talking about, Julian, is the biggest of them all. You were in today's paper, I suppose you know?
Oh.
It's the first thing people say to me nowadays. My God, you must be Michael Hincham's sister. That's in London, of course. Here your name is complete mud. Virginia looks happy.
Thank you.
Of course, Livia told me all about your professor. Bully for you. I love brainy people. Julian's amazingly brainy, or can be if he's in a good mood. Not that there's anything between us. I mean, how could there be? I think I may have told you his father's something quite ordinary. He teaches physics or something, a widower. Well, he held my hand and said, Mrs. Hollow Wilson, my Julian adores you. Can't think why, but he does. I sit and read to him in the bath.
That must be fun.
Not every night, but if he's feeling glum. This is all very depressing. Oh, look.
With any luck, she'll fall through the floor.
More than likely.
Oh, Virginia, I must tell you, Michael has bought this ghastly flat in Vauxhall.
Pimlico. He entertains Chinese waiters there. The East, you know, Ron. It's all been explained to me. We never quite got it out.
Just as I thought. These ceilings are hanging on by a whisker. Look!
Attention please, passengers, for the London Waterloo service. This train will be the next train at platform 4, calling at Andover, Basingstoke, Woking and London Waterloo.
Oh, London? Yes. Business?
Shopping around.
Passengers for the Bristol and Cardiff line, please go to platform 3. Platform 3 for the Bristol and Cardiff.
Mozart. Corny.
Come in.
No stuffed fish on the wall. No moose heads. No Civil War pikes. Oh, very nice. It's Bulgarian.
Good. The pizza's at King's Road.
And I am absolutely pooped.
I'll have a drink.
You trash the pizzas. Let me cook.
May I kiss you?
Oh, God.
Eat the pizzas.
To hell with the pizzas. I want to cook. Let me tell you something. One loving phone call from home, here, ever. You never see me again.
What?
Only you could make such a frantic thing of being comfortable.
I've been listening for footsteps in the hall and I'm terrified.
Maybe the gamekeepers have wired your car. Sawn through the brake line. Maybe Murdoch's put poison in the coffee on Michael's orders. you are. Darling, this is Keith Shedden. This is my son, Jamie.
Hi. Hello. Are you staying the night, Dr. Shedden? Because if you are, I'd appreciate the chance to pick your brains about the library.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Your mother's shown me a little of it.
There's some good things there, I think.
Yeah, very good. Of course, you really need expert help over a period.
A librarian?
Well, a bibliographer, certainly. What does...
Michael?
Yeah. What does Michael want to do about the problem?
There isn't one as far as he's concerned. He just wants everything restored and put in its place. The paintings and everything.
Well, isn't that a bit ambitious?
Well, pictures are just pictures as far as he's concerned. For example, he owns a Canaletto. He also owns the best 3 Cheyennes in a private collection. Just these 4 alone would make it impossible to insure them if they ever came back here. That's what he wants.
Can't he take advice?
Michael never takes advice.
Anyway, if you are staying, I'd love the chance to talk.
Right.
Night, Mum.
Close your eyes and think of England.
I've got a 9 o'clock lecture.
Well, ask Murdoch to wake us up at 7 o'clock. Come on, Sheddy. I won't bite you.
Oh. You really like it here, don't you?
Mm. I like you hearing it too.
What exactly is it that you want from me, Michael?
You?
Yeah.
Why not?
I rather thought the game had moved on a little.
Virginia and I have fought all we're going to, but we never... We had battles. Rather formal, very stately battles from prepared positions.
You and Virginia are what you'd like me to think of as civilized.
You couldn't make that sound less grotesque.
Well, isn't it? Enough?
Virginia has someone of her own. We go our separate ways, if she could understand it.
I'm sure she understands it.
Dina, I need your common sense and strength. I need your friendship and loyalty.
Dear, some speech.
Then I really must apologize. Can I at least drive you home?
Now, who said anything about going home?
Thank you. I really ought to be getting back. When?
Affairs of state?
If you like, yes. Look here, Chivers. This Chelworth business. Don't you think you may be stirring up a bit of a hornet's nest there? I mean, I don't
The
quite
police
see...
were there yesterday.
Good heavens. What's that could do with us?
Nothing, I hope.
Shots! Mr. Chivers' great-grandfather founded the varnish works at Hinchin. You and Chivers inherited it, and the house opposite, as you may have seen.
Yes.
It's quite small scale. I mean, a small family business that's been handed down since 1867. The real success has been the sand and gravel, as you guessed. It started quite slowly. He bought into an existing company, Another local family,
I think all we need to remember for the moment is that your local Member of Parliament's wife...
Eileen Fairless.
Yes, Eileen has a controlling interest of 51%.
Of course, it was her father's business.
That's right.
And Chivers?
Almost all the rest. Very cleverly acquired.
How are your Buchanans, Russell?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Your Lockport, Milbury, Newhaven. Among other things you may have acquired from the ardent enthusiast Commander Furbank was a stamp collection, property of the 5th Earl. Isn't that Charlie Wentworth?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Early American stamps. Some very good Mexico, excellent Canada, I understand. Little bits of paper, Russell. You know what stamps are. Little rarities.
Come on, your mind.
Furbank stole them and offered them to you. What did he tell you? That his old dad was a bit of a buff with the tweezers and magnifying glass?
Furbank stole them?
You know bloody well where they came from. How much did you fork out?
Very much like to know how you found all this out.
I did the same as you. When Furbank came along to me with them, I had them valued.
My God, this is terrible.
Nonsense. Just look at that field they've set. Everybody collects stamps as a child. I did myself, I'm sure you did. But not with a catalogue value of nearly £300,000.
I shall go straight to the police and make a clean breast of it.
I wouldn't do that. You might if you could make restitution, but you don't still have them.
Eileen.
Yes, your wife can be indiscreet.
Let me try to tell you what I'm looking for. My brother was in the hands of a not very honest agent. Under him, Chelworth was, as they say, rationalized. I'm guessing, Mr. Bestall, but my guess is that Chelworth did sell land to Chivers' company, which he has subsequently exploited for gravel. Say what's on your mind.
This is very thin ice, Lord Hincham.
Look, I'm being pressed to buy a parcel of land I don't want by a man whose chief business interest is in digging up fields, chucking the topsoil away, and making a colossal hole in the ground. To stop him, I'm going to have to put my hand in my pocket to the tune of 400,000.
Look, David, Chivers' personal motives don't come into it. Our client wishes to farm, and insofar as he is able, to retain the character of the land around about. Mr. Chivers is merely a business rival, and we want to defend ourselves.
I'm sure Mr. Chivers is a jolly good chap. But I need to know him better than that.
You made a minor killing. Good for you. And happy the old fool in Florida who bought them from you.
God, if I could get my hands on that Furbank.
You should hope most fervently that he doesn't turn up. Quite a lot of things that have happened in the past would be better left unsaid.
That particular belted Earl down there is dangerous to both of us. Michael Hincham, hello. Hello, this is 21922, Michael Hincham speaking.
Oh, boy. You can ride?
Would I ask to borrow your horse otherwise? I'm going to live in the lodge when it's been done up, so we'll be neighbours.
More neighbours.
You don't believe in long sentences, do you, Mr. Thornton? Do you have a first name?
I'm trying to make a long sentence out of the word Peter. You find some jack over there.
What do you think of the idea?
Well, living at the lodge. Bit daft, isn't it?
Oh, there's lots of things I might do. Start a cottage industry. Hunt. Paint. I can paint very well.
Want to paint that stable for me?
A Yorkshire Jew. You're bloody impertinent for a tenant.
And you've been reading too many old novels. one-eyed badly.
Peter, I've been meaning to talk to you. I need a good agent. I mean a good one.
Farming isn't the stock exchange, you know.
I'll put you on a salary and pay someone to manage the farm you have from me now. The whole estate, less the household accounts, which I shall take on. I won't interfere.
You won't make much more money out of this place. It's a slow job, is farming.
I told you I won't interfere.
The estate's run down. All looks great for the road. Nice for a picnic. But it's a mess. Can I talk blunt?
Do.
Recognise all this from the map?
It's Minton's.
Could it be yours?
Oh, come on, Peter.
Chivers wants it, doesn't he?
Is there gravel on it?
You should take a look at your fields sometimes. This whole valley is sand and gravel. Oh, I don't know how they calculate the commercial viability. I try and talk straight whenever I can, Lord Incham. I wouldn't let Chivers buy this land if it might last 400 acres.
How much would it cost to buy this view?
You know well enough. If it is just the view. I have a proposition. Buy Minton, sell mine.
You'd surrender your tenancy. Give up farming in your own right.
Well, haven't been sitting on my arse wondering what had happened. I expected the offer.
You'd do that? Let me sell the place underneath you?
If I come in as agent, it's on the understanding that we're in a business. Oh, nothing like your business, but just as real. I like it here. It'll do me. And I like...
Go on.
I'm not good at speeches. Buy Minton, sell mine. Oh, you'll make a loss, but at least you can keep it among your friends, if you have any. I could find you a buyer. A farmer. Oh, not some bloke with a suit and a briefcase, a real farmer. Not someone that'd dig it up for gravel or build houses on it. Make sense?
Shake hands on it, then. And thank you.
Look, there's something I should tell you.
Oh, not on such an evening as this. Over a very large whiskey and water, perhaps.
Listen.
You know, Jamie, I've made and lost a hell